in my frame.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. And on tap tonight, it's Miami going up against the Pistons. Well, for Detroit, they need some wins to start adding up here in a hurry. More or less half the season behind us, and they are still struggling to prove they can contend. And tonight, we'll see Andre Drummond, one of the more voracious rebounders in league history. But Shaq, where does he stand as a franchise-level player?
Well, he affects winning, but he can hurt the floor spacing, Kenny.
Well, if this was in the 90s, his offense, he could become a franchise player. But the way the game is played now, it's not. But he has a consistent motor, and he is a beast.
You know who else is a
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by the talented analyst tandem of Greg Anthony and Chris Webber. David Aldridge is on our sideline. The Detroit Pistons come into this one following a loss, guys, to the Dallas Mavericks. And they took that loss to just 1 point. Those close ones hurt the most.
A poor shooting night. I just got the sense they didn't work hard enough to get good looks.
Or selfishness. I mean, this is what happens when you don't make the extra pass. Your field goal percentage can go south.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Purdue is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Ginobili. And it's Terry in at the 1. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a phenomenal rebounder. You almost need two players to box out Drummond.
Here's Iverson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Miami shooting their first free throws of the night.
2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. Terry with it. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Quinn Snyder and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him what reasons he cited for their disappointing record so far. He said, it's not so easy to put a finger on. I think we may lack the killer instinct of some of the better clubs. We haven't displayed the confidence to finish teams off even when we have them on the ropes. It's been a rough year for them, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Now here's Ginobili. And Drummond kicks to Kidd-Gilchrist. 5 on the clock. 16 feet away. And it's Miami with the rebound. Passes it to Valentine. He dishes it to Walton. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. That's foul number 2 for him. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Carter, the pass to Valentine. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
And setting the tone early with a strong move to the rack.
Well, you like to see a little more physical nature on defense. You have to make him earn those points at the strike.
Now here's Terry. Ginobili outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, that makes them 1 for 5 from the field so far. They need to start getting some better looks.
Here's McKenzie. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. And so it's Drummond with it. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Down low. Here's Purdue. That shot off. Great D that time from Walton. To the paint. Here's Carter. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Kicks it to Ginobili. Trying to get something going. The shot comes out, and Miami the other way now. To the inside. Here's Valentine. Buries it down low. Valentine's got his second basket of the night.
That was all about the assist. Great pass to set up the shot.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
And with the Tide running against them, needs to talk it over with his guys.
Man, they straight up been getting smoked over the stretch. They really need to refocus here.
And now, in the first half of December, more games under our belt. The power rankings starting to take shape. You look at Dallas. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And right now, for Miami, they've blown away the so-called experts' opinions. People who didn't realize how high their ceiling really was.
Now here's Terry. 6 on the shot clock, and stolen by Iverson. 3 on 3. Here's Valentine. Pass to McKenzie. Fades. Rebound, Detroit.
Not quite airtight defense right there, but his release was a little bit off on the jumper.
Terry finds Ginobili. Good work defensively by Carter.
That defense is as good as a block. I mean, what looks to be a layup turns into nothing.
And the basket by Walton.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
And Ginobili now top of the key. Pass to Drummond. Carter against Ginobili to stop the run. The rebound by Walton.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Yeah, the scoring, I mean, it's not coming easy for him. You have to get into a little rhythm, but that's when you can make the extra pass. Play the role of the facilitator.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately is really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke. I mean, there's been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
.137 left in the first. Jackson misses.
Just the presence of the D in the lane is enough to make him short-arm that layup.
Sabonis with the bucket.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Jackson kicks to Sessions. Okogie defended by Carter. Clock at 6. High post try, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Here's McGrady. 10 points separating the teams. And he banks in the layup.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Detroit with the ball.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Okogie defended by Carter. From deep. A rebound by Carter.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Covington's shot is off. Now Jackson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And so it's Miami, up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. They've excelled in the open court. Their transition game has allowed them to build this healthy lead. We come back right after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
I mean, a huge lead, and already after this first quarter, they're starting to make it look easy.
I love it. They had the track shoes on. Right off the tip, they were in full attack mode. This offense is really churning.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Detroit looking at who they've got. We've got Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, and it's Jackson in at the point. And it's Simons missing. Miami leading by 12. And here is McGrady over Jackson. The shot by McGrady, no good. Here's Simons. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Simons has got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Pistons. Here's Carter. Lays it up off the glass.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Jackson passes to Kidd-Gilchrist. Herter defended by Carter. Now, here's Sabonis to the paint. Here's Covington. Doesn't go for him. And Detroit the other way now.
Too tentative on the finish. Forget about the D. Take it up strong.
Herter defended by Carter. Jackson deciding where to go with it. And it's Miami with the rebound. To the inside. Chi kicks to McGrady. Off target from three-point range. Pistons trail by 12. Here's Simons. Again, the miss by the Pistons. It's stolen by Sessions. Sabonis grabs the board.
Oh, sloppy finish. The D was giving him the layup. He just didn't stay with it.
Herter. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
There you see why you want the ball in Jackson's hands as much as possible. He can clearly set the table.
McGrady against Jackson. There's Sabonis. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And the Pistons with possession. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And the pass to Kidd-Gilchrist. Here's Simons. From downtown. No good. Shot missing.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Inside. Here's Chi. From down in the low post. It goes. Chi's got the lead up to 12 now for Miami. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Detroit Pistons. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about is rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
Pass to Ginobili. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. A wide open look here for Terry. And the lead is down inside single digits.
And that unpredictable nature of Ginobili, it can be frustrating for the defense, especially when he's cutting them to pieces with his passing.
Now here is Carter. He's got 7. Iverson passes to McKenzie. And that one, good.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Kidd-Gilchrist. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Purdue. Over Valentine. And he overshot that one, missing.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Pistons trailed by 11. Here's Terry, and Walton sends it back.
And how about the anticipation and timing? You know, we talk about Walton's offense. How about the defense, though, he provides for this team?
Kid Gilchrist looking around. Here's Drummond, and Drummond throws it down.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here's Iverson. Over Terry, and Iverson gets it to go.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Oh, yeah, up by double digits. They're trying to keep the momentum, keep the foot on the neck. That's his focus right now.
Carter against Ginobili. And Vince Carter picks up a foul. That's his first foul. And Drummond kicks to Terry. Just 5 to shoot. Shot on the wing. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Second shot opportunity. And that one's good. Drummond. Drummond's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And Drummond is so ridiculously strong inside, just simply overpowering the D in the post.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's McKenzie. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. And Miami leads by 11.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
Iverson against Terry. And Walton sends it back. And the first half is now in the books. Miami leads by 11. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good to have you back. You're watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. This right here is Kenny the Jet Smith. This right here is Shaquille O'Neal. Me, I'm just Ernie. Looking at Miami. And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
In simple truth, they just got hot. Didn't matter what the defense was doing, Ernie. They were definitely able to rise above it. Even the tough shots. Did you see that one shot? I don't know how they even went down. They can carry this over to the second half. It's going to be hard to beat them, boy. Woo-wee.
Kenny, what'd you think about Detroit?
Their inaccuracy from behind the arc was brutal. Shot selection, I didn't see any. The perimeter offense they're running, you could scrap that. They need to get back to the basics. Pound it inside, more pick and roll. Try to pick up some easy buckets in transition.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. Vince Carter really making a difference here.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, and then it wasn't all dunks. I mean, they were squaring up with confidence, and that became contagious.
We've got Valentine. Carter is out there with Iverson. Then it's Walton. And it's McKenzie in at the 4 slot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Now here's Ginobili. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Over Carter. Miami grabs the miss.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Got a piece of it. Pistons trailed by 13. And here we go. Carter heading to the hoop. And then Carter with the jam.
And that's what Carter does best, knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
Terry the pass to Purdue. Kid Gilchrist dishes to Ginobili. Misses the 3.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Nice work on the glass, but his defense was even better. Really has an impact on that shot.
Feeds it to Terry. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
He's checked in for Miami. Detroit shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws. And how about a little bit of showmanship there as he increases the lead?
Oh, I like that. That's got to be, though, a tough pill for the defense to swallow.
Yeah, and that's when he starts throwing it down. That's when they're coming at you from all angles.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Shot clock at 6. And Vince Carter picks up a foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Detroit making a switch here. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Herter somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Pass to Valentine. From the top of the key, he buries it. Valentine's got 4 points in the quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Shot clock at 6. Pulls it up. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Detroit. Miami leading by 14. The pass to Chi. Over Purdue. Shot's good by Chi.
And the hook shot isn't one that a lot of guys use these days.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Pistons. Passes it to Purdue. Here's Simons. Beyond the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Simons has got 5 now.
Against length, he does a nice job of creating just enough separation.
Yeah, but he has a big height advantage, but that's somewhat mitigated out there on that perimeter when you got to come check him.
Here's Chi. The shot's good. He has 6.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Jackson passes to Purdue. Herter, defended by Carter. Got a piece of it. Miami leading by 15. 11 feet away, and it's Miami with another.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
Yeah, but you have to control the pace. You have to keep it up, keep the tempo. That's how they built this lead.
Here's Simons. He has 5. Herter, defended by Carter.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
There's Sabonis. A second chance effort. And Iverson with the layup. And Miami leads by 19.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Outside Jackson. Right at the free throw line. And the shot falls short this time.
Allowing no space for the shooter to get comfortable. Just terrific defense.
Yeah, that won't go on the stat sheet. Close to getting the block, but really it had the same effect.
Outside Kid Gilchrist. 41 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Simons. Iverson covering. Will it go? And that one hits back iron.
Look, it would be a huge boost for them if he could start knocking these down.
Outside Carter. Detroit with the rebound. Outside Jackson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on baddest one. That's foul number 2 for him. For Detroit, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. Both teams deciding to change it up. 15 seconds left in the third. Terry against Iverson. The Pistons shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game. That free throw, no good. And he sinks the second. McGrady left side. There's the triple. Off the mark. And so it's Miami with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. Right back after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
No, it's quick decision making. You see a guy open, you can't hesitate. That's an outstanding play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Detroit, looking at who they've got. Andre Drummond is out there with Purdue. And there's Terry. Then there's Ginobili.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Shots good by Chi.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Okogie, McGrady covering. We know that stars, especially superstars, get some level of benefit from the refs. What do you think of that? Is that good for the game?
I think the refs should always be fair. I think, yes, you're going to get the benefit of the doubt if you're a James Harden and you can cross everyone over and you get 10 free throws a game. He earns those most nights. But yeah, there's going to be some nights in which he gets a call or two here because as an offensive player, you want to be so aggressive that you put the referees in a tough position to make a tough call and to see what that was. Fans want to see the best players play, not sit. So you have to be judicious with how far you go, but you sometimes slip in the tendencies. I used to get so mad when all I would do is go challenge a shot. The human kickstand would kick his leg out. The ref would say I fouled him. I didn't foul him. And the best actor in the world would get to go to the line, get a 4-point. And okay, Caleb, what was the question again? Stars. Oh, superstars getting.
I don't know. Let's stop. Let's stop. And here is Iverson. Manu Ginobili getting his 3 to go. Here's McKenzie, and another basket for Miami.
No hesitation. When he saw the space the D was giving him, that's 2.
Terry, the pass to Purdue. Ginobili against McGrady. Pass to Purdue. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Drummond, and Detroit again with the bucket. Miami leading by 18. Ginobili with the steal. Here's Terry. Rebounded by Covington. Terry's gone just 2 of 6 shooting, 33%. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Ginobili. And Walton sends it back.
Okay, I see Drummond's offensive game starting to evolve a little bit. He's learning how to trick the D with a nice pump fake.
And the first one drops. And both free throws good for Drummond.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
And there's the pass to McKenzie. And he drops it in from the low post. And Miami leads by 18. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Terry with it. Okogie defended by Covington. Just 3 to shoot. No one covering. 9 points for Manu Ginobili.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Miami leading by 15. McGrady outside. Rebounded by the Pistons. Drummond's got his 6th rebound on the night.
It's been a rough game for him, but it won't sting too bad as long as they hang on to the lead.
Kicks to Terry. The Pistons working the ball around now. To the middle. Walton against Drummond. Outside, Ginobili. That shot misses. And Miami the other way now. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Took him no time at all on that one. And that's now 7 points for B-Train.
Oh, terrific pass work. That shot's a lot easier after an assist like that.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
And when you take a look at that shot chart, the amount of misses lately is really unbelievable.
Man, this is a joke. I mean, there's been some glimpses of hope, but they've been few and far between.
Chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Vince Carter.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
They lost 2 straight coming into this one, and he knew he needed to put his foot down. He's shown leadership tonight, getting them back on the winning track. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And Detroit gets called for the foul. The first one falls. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. Pistons trailed by 18. Pass to Terry. Dishes it to Ginobili. Puts one up from 19. That one falls. Ginobili's got 11 points in the quarter.
And that mid-range game of Ginobili, so reliable. He is phenomenal at capitalizing from those spots on the floor.
To the wing on the left. Here's Valentine. Misses the 3. And so it's Terry bringing it up for the Detroit Pistons. He kicks it to Drummond. Passes it to Ginobili. Terry outside. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. And stolen by Valentine.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Miami.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year. And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Vince Carter.
Their offense had a great flow to it because of how well he was moving the ball. His assists were way up there, and it kept everybody moving, working to get open.
Just 4 to shoot. It's Terry outside. Knocks it loose. Here's Lou. Terry covering. Pass to McKenzie. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Count the basket.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Yeah, that offense shifted into high gear. I love the attack mindset.
Now here's Ginobili. Back to Drummond. Terry outside. There's the pass to Drummond. Ginobili up top, defended by Carter. And that one drops for him. We've got 13 seconds left in the game. To the left side wing. Here's McKenzie. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.